So the time is currently about 7 p.m. You can see it is dark outside. And this is probably the latest time of day I have ever started a YouTube video, but with good reason. I'm going to be filming a day in the life over the course of, I guess, tonight and tomorrow during the day. But there's a couple of things that I need to do tonight to prepare for tomorrow's day in the life, stuff that I want to include in the video, you know? And so I thought I would just pick up the camera and take you along for the full journey. Now, I've had a really quiet day in the markets, but one thing I have done is put through my request for that $5,000 payout that you see me mention in the last video. I have a 13-day, 14-day wait time between my first trade and when I can take a payout. You know, sucks, but it is what it is. So I put that request through today in the hopes that it lands tomorrow so that I guess I can include that in the video. But there's something else that I need to do this evening. So I'm gonna get on with that, and I'm probably gonna let you see a time lapse, and then we can chat about it in just a moment. Whoa, okay, so that's step one. You're probably pretty confused right now. So I'm gonna crack on with the next couple of steps, and hopefully it all starts to come together. However, we do have a problem. First of all, we have this indent from those. I mean, okay, I guess that kind of looks like it's sorting itself out a bit. Otherwise, Neve's probably gonna kill me, but see if we can fix that. I mean, that looks marginally better, looks better than that one, certainly. Second problem we have is now all of these cables are exposed. I'm gonna have to do something about that, because my OCD, yeah, will just not settle for that whatsoever. Whoa, I'm gonna pass out. I'm officially out of breath and tired, but behind me, catch my breath. Oh my goodness. Behind me is a massive couch. These three tubular looking items apparently is an enormous couch. Now, I'm skeptical. With where my office is located in the house, we only have one tiny little stairwell to get up to it. And to be honest, no furniture fits up here. Like, everything I have up here is relatively small. So I wanted a sofa. Sorry, I'm still really out of breath and trying to hide it. It's kind of embarrassing. Now, this sofa I saw on Amazon. It's like $1,000, £700, £800, something like that. And apparently it ships really small, and then you cut it open and it like grows, it like unfolds. It's all vacuum sealed and stuff. So I'm gonna unroll this, open it up, and hopefully we're gonna see a couch spring to life. And then tomorrow, I'm actually just gonna replace this plant. I know people said in the comments to the last video that if I gave it water, put in direct sunlight, it'd probably be okay. But I think it's gonna be better to just get a new one. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. No, I need to get it open. You know that way when you buy something on Amazon and then you just totally forget what it is that you've bought? That's this. I don't remember this color, I don't remember this design, I don't remember anything about it. I also didn't read the instructions. One thing I do remember is apparently it takes like 24 hours to grow, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. I've opened one of these parcels so far and I kind of hate it. I guess, you know, I have to keep it now. Great. We have to be patient because apparently it is going to, you know, swell up further and maybe it'll start to look a bit better and more fluffy and all the rest of it. They say time heals all wounds. So unfortunately, time isn't going to get that small enough to go back down the stairs if I wanted to get rid of it. Time also isn't going to get that money back in my bank account. However, let's check back on it tomorrow and see how we get on.
Jump, jump, jump.
Right, will you wait right here? You stay right there. Right. Yeah. So it looks like I'm about to get involved in a trade on the DAX. I'm going to be going long, basically just targeting this 100 period EMA on the 30-minute time frame here. So I'm going to whack this order in. So that order is now in. You can see it here on the 100k ftmo challenge. So this overall target's going to be about 5k. Obviously, I did claim that 5k from my 200k account that you saw me make in the last video. That is still pending. Hopefully at some point today this gets updated and we're actually able to take that withdrawal. Evie is currently enjoying the new sofa and watching a Frozen unboxing. Do you like that, Evie? Yeah? The crazy thing about having a family at such a young age, like I got married at 22, we had Evie when I think we were like 23, 24. The crazy thing about that is it feels like you go from like 1 minute you're racing Lamborghinis in Dubai and traveling all over the world and doing loads of crazy stuff to, you know, the next minute you're sitting watching Frozen videos at like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning, which is just crazy. I'm going to put on screen a photo of what the Amazon listing looked like, and then we can look at this for comparison. Like, the Amazon listing makes it look very, very like premium, and I don't know how you describe it, like a kind of a matte finish. It just looks really high quality, right? And then when you see it in person, it's just kind of, I don't know, it feels like it looks cheap. But to be honest, I got this for 2 reasons. One, it gives me somewhere nice to come and sit and pray and stuff like that when we've got people in the house, when the house is busy. I can kind of sneak away here, and rather than just sitting in my office chair, I've got somewhere I can sit and read and all the rest of it, chill out. And it also gives me somewhere to bring Evie up in the morning. So a couple of mornings a week, I will get up with Evangeline, or I'll be up before Evangeline. Like if I have a prayer meeting early in the morning, had one this morning, 5 a.m. And typically, as soon as it hits like 7ish and I need to get to my desk, I need to wake Neve up to look after Evie so I can get on with my trading day. But with the addition of this couch, it means Evie can come and chill up here with all of our toys and our milk, and I can get on with my trading. So I'm going to get on with my morning routine, got some stretching and stuff to do, and then I'm going to take a walk to the shop to pick up some water. If you remember from the last video, I'm only drinking bottled water at the minute. I do also have, and I'm going to go over this today, I have a kind of checklist that I'm going through every day of all the kind of base things I need to hit, the absolute foundations for a successful day. And again, I'm going to give a dedicated section. Do excuse the knife. Oh my goodness, that doesn't look good. But I'm going to do a full dedicated section of this video just going over those goals and why they're really important to me having a successful day, basically. So let's get on with the rest of the morning. So we've just been stopped out, probably, I don't know, within 10 minutes or so of entering that trade. Yes, darling?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I am filming a YouTube video. She is already destroyed the couch. Yeah, so I've just been stopped out on this for $1,500. So this is only on my challenge account. Obviously, the ftmo fully funded that I took the withdrawal from, I didn't get my login credentials back today. That withdrawal's not been approved yet, basically, which is kind of a good thing, to be honest, because it's just saved me from losing, you know, another probably 2.5–3K on that trade. You know, it's only about 10 minutes later than it was when I was doing this walk in the last video, and it's actually significantly lighter. It's still cold, it's still wet, it's still grey, but it doesn't feel like the middle of the night, which is a vast improvement.
Partnership with NATO's allies, who actually generated from satellites.
Okay, so the time is almost 9:30. We've done most of our morning bits and bobs. Are you feeling a bit better now? Yeah, okay. We've had our pre-9 AM walk, we've had water, we've stretched, done my devotions, all of that good stuff. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about this, which is a new addition. To be honest, when I was working from the office, I had a whiteboard with all of my stuff that I needed to do on a day-to-day basis. I had, you know, a spreadsheet, a PDF that would sit next to me, and I would kind of check things off as I went throughout the day. So on here, we've just got basic stuff, and it's not timed. It's just, these are the foundational things I want to get in every single day to have a successful day. So, you know, less than 7 hours screen time, take my supplement, minimum of 5K steps, hit the gym, do devotions with the family, have a pre-9 AM walk, get on some water, get on, you know, stretching and all the rest of it. Neve has very, very kindly, I had kind of written all this stuff in my awful handwriting, and then I was away for the weekend, came back, and Neve had redone it for me, which is absolutely awesome. But I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of routine and that type of thing, especially when you're a trader. I got a lot of comments. Do you want down? Yeah. You happy sitting here? I got a lot of comments on the last video, basically people saying, like, you know, it was great to see the importance of a daily routine and all that good stuff. So I wanted to talk about it very briefly. For me, pretty much from the start of my professional trading career, I was working on the corporate side, right? I was running the trading floor. I was trading from the trading floor. And that comprised of daily meetings, being in the office at a certain time, you know, being at my desk, going for coffee. Everything's very regimented and routined. I had to be in the office at a certain time to brief the team. I had to be, you know, at a certain place, get my work done for a certain time so that we could have team meetings, you know, wrapping up at the end of the day, debriefs and all the rest of it. Everything was fairly regimented when I worked on that corporate side. So the transition to trading from home was as difficult for me as it really is for anybody else. When you have that freedom, you don't have meetings, appointments, you know, you don't have to be at your desk at a certain time. Things can kind of fall apart, and that is going to affect your performance. It's going to affect your progress as well. So I am really, really big on setting routine and staying disciplined about these things. And I think if you're trading from home, you should have some kind of formalized, maybe it's not necessarily a routine, but you should have at the very minimum a list of things that you want to get in each day that is not trading related. It can be very easy, on the other hand, to just sit at my desk all day and feel like I've been super productive, and all the while neglecting family time, neglecting my physical health, spiritual health, all the rest of it. So I think it's super important that we're setting those goals and all the rest of it to check off on a day-to-day basis. And look, we're not looking for perfection. You can even see on my board, there are things that I've missed, already this week. That's going to happen. But what we want is we want a blended average of good behaviors over the week. If I can check off 70, 80% of these, by the end of the week on average, I'm doing pretty well. And we're also going to see by the end of the week, those tasks, those things that we are consistently missing. And we're going to be able to, at the end of the week, look back in retrospect and say, I've missed, one of the things on here is less than 7 hours screen time. I've missed that already 2 days this week. If I see that as a pattern, repeating over the course of the week, coming into next week, that's something that I can seek to address and actually mark my progress as we move towards checking off 90, even 100% of these on a week-to-week basis. So I had that trade in the DAX earlier. I don't know how well you can see that there, but obviously lost $1,500 on that challenge. Obviously on my own personal funds took a bit of a loss as well. But ultimately we've not got our funded account credentials back. So we haven't taken that loss on funding or anything like that, which is, I guess, a bit of a silver lining. Now, the plan for today, we've got family devotions to do. And to be honest, I don't have any client meetings, application calls or anything like that for our mentorship until about 3 p.m. So we're probably going to head to IKEA today. I'm going to be hitting the gym a little bit later on as well. And maybe today we get a trade in the Dow Jones as well. So let's get on with the rest of our morning. You are my son, today have I begotten you. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. And you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. About to have breakfast at 12:30, late breakfast, having some egg bites that Neve made and some avocado with some orange juice. I don't know if this constitutes a balanced diet, but I think our FK Junior would definitely be proud.
Intestinal injuries.
So, that thing that we've been waiting 2 weeks to do, that I started the process of yesterday so that I could show you in today's video, I may have just accidentally done it from my phone, sitting on the couch without picking up the camera to record. So I took the ftmo payout. Yeah, so here we are here. This is the payout I just took. So it was a 5k total profit on the account. Obviously 80% of that is 4k. So that just went through just now and I'm just waiting on approval. So as I mentioned in the last video, this is pretty much the way I roll with funded accounts. I'm looking to get 5k in the green and then log out of that account, wait for my payout date, process the payout, and then basically just start again. So you may be able to see this up here, but I've actually received my logins for my 200k ftmo account, and it does look like we're going to have a setup in the Dow Jones. My only concern is, with us already seeing, I'm not sure how well you can see this, with us already having seen quite a significant move before the open, this tends to be not a great sign for me when I'm looking to enter a trade in an equity market. Typically, I want to see this move take place from the open, and I would already be positioned to capitalize on it. When this happens ahead of the open, whether it be in the DAX or the Dow Jones, it's usually a sign for me to step aside, because the meat of the move that I'm expecting during this session, that big impulsive drive, has already happened. So there's no point in me really being involved in this market. So me and the girls are going to head to IKEA. We're going to get some stuff for this couch, and then we are going to get a new plant as well. So let's go and do that. Thank you.
Here you go.
Goodness.
Apple secured.
Jump,
Oh.
Please.
please. Wow! Thank you, Daddy.
Right, I'll pick her up. Yeah.
That's better.
Look at mommy.
Ew. Can you say cheese?
No.
Right. Eve, look. The last one. That's the exact same plant.
It's the plant.
It is the plant.
It's the one.
It's mad to think I bought that 4 years ago. And all the situations we've been through, and now I'm gonna bring home a new one. Just like a pet goldfish that you neglect and dies, and you just go and replace it.
Great.
I was gonna go.
Samuel.
But why?
The Berwin.
Right, so we're back from IKEA and we have various things.
Hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy.
Oh my goodness.
It's you need to put some stones under it. Healthy. Until you.
Updated couch, which looks marginally better, I would say. But the other plant is in the bath. So yeah, successful day. So I now have a Zoom call with someone who has put in an application for our mentorship. So I'm going to crack on with that. That starts in about 30 seconds or so. So I'm going to chat to this chap and then we're going to probably get something to eat and then head to the gym. I kind of need to get an understanding of where you're currently at, the issues you're facing, the difficulties that you're encountering in your trading, and also where you're trying to go. If I can ascertain those details, it puts me in a good position to be able to come in and see if there is an opportunity for us to help. That's the kind of bottom line. Now, almost 7 PM, Evie's getting a bath next door. Obviously me having the ensuite bathroom with the bath up here, Evie's having her bath next door whilst I'm doing this. So we're probably going to have something to eat and then I'm going to head to the gym and then we'll look to wind down the video after that. What is going on in here?
I love you, Daddy.
Cute. It's meant to be shiny.
Is it?
It's
Why?
called glow.
Gene damage.
I've got a glow. If my forehead was dull, you
But
would
it's like
see my
the
thing.
shadow off of the shade is like making it look like you have a fishnet forehead. Right, anyway, go on. Talk us through what we got.
Steak fajita lettuce wraps,
No carbs before marbs, am I right?
and then the carbs come in. Homemade. Is it patatas bravas? I made the
Oh, yeah.
salsa and the whatever that's called.
Oh my goodness, what a wife.
Special arrangement. You have multiple balls to do with it.
So, it is currently 10:30, which is pretty late. I really wanted to just stay in the house. We were just sitting on the couch, we had some dinner, we were watching some TV, and it was warm and it was cozy, and outside it's not warm or cozy, and there's nothing I wanted to do more than just stay in the house and chill out. But I'm coming to the gym I'm just gonna train something light, triceps and maybe some abs, and yeah, tick it off the list. I have that checklist for a reason. These are the baseline things that I want to do in order to have a successful day, week, month, quarter, year. And I'm gonna thank myself for ticking off, even if I'm just coming here and doing a handful of exercises, just getting it ticked off, getting my body working, getting my muscles working. You know, I'm never gonna be sitting at home saying I'm so glad I didn't go to the gym. So yeah, that's my kind of frame of mind just now. I'm never gonna wish I hadn't gone to the gym, but I'm very likely gonna say I wish I'd just push myself and gone. So gonna get in here, do a couple of quick exercises, and then try and get back home for 11. Luckily I'm like 2 minutes drive from the gym. So guys, that just about brings us to the end of the video. I was right, you know, just going to the gym and getting that workout, and even when I didn't feel like it, I feel so much better for having done it. You know, it wasn't the most productive workout in the world. Probably took me 30 minutes to get in, train and get out. But let's be honest, it's a lot more productive than had I just sat on the couch and done nothing else. And it means I can tick that off of my checklist now. And that's what 2026 is all about for me. Habit stacking and just being consistent in a handful of things to move myself, to move the needle slowly and decisively towards the person that I want to be and I want to become. I've really enjoyed making these episodes of Day in the Life. Again, I hope you've enjoyed watching them. It has been great to remind the trading space that making good money is not about spending good money. You know, the yachts and the designer stuff and watches and all the rest of it, all that stuff's fine. But if that is our focus, what do we lose along the way? The great thing about trading for me is, yes, it makes exceptional money, but it also offers me the freedom to do this, to spend time with the people that I love, the people that actually mean something to me, and to allow me the freedom to live a blessed life and to help others achieve that goal as well. It's not about all the material stuff. That stuff will fade and go. You know, it will come in and out of fashion and popularity and all the rest of it. All those relationships and stuff that you build along the way and you nurture, that is what this is really all about. All the money in the world can buy you anything you want, but it will never fix broken relationships that have suffered through neglect as you pursued success. It will never buy back precious moments with your kids or your family. You can't buy that stuff back. So, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you did enjoy it, drop it a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.